Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are currently dealing with this rebellion. We've also got a Carthaginian rebellion down here. This is going to be a little more awkward. These guys are involved in a couple of different wars. That's okay. We've got our mercs down here. They're just on carpet siege. We don't care about that too much. We need to eliminate this in Oritania, of course. That is most important right now. We can call Carthage into this war, but there's literally no point, and we're not going to. So we're just going to get this siege completed here. I'm hoping that these guys abandoned their siege again, but they didn't. They killed a pop, which is sad. And we'll see where they go after this. We just need to get this finished up, right? That's the top priority right now. This will auto-cap back. And we do gain 3 stability, I suppose. And that's apparently creating a civil war. Okay, Cardias Adaxis is potentially a problem here. But he's 80. He is healthy, but he's 80. For the time being, we're just going to move on over this way. We'll ignore this for the moment. I'm hoping that that'll go away on its own. Hopefully this guy just dies on us. That would be amazing. We're going to sue for peace here. Of course, we're going to take Oritania. And that's absolutely fine. We don't even need to lose half a point of AE, to be honest. So we'll just imprison the leaders and let the rest disappear. There we go. So now we need to make our way back up to our capital with these guys for now. I want to check in and see what they did to our buildings here. Okay. It looks like they built a grand temple, or we didn't delete one or the other. Let's check in and see what we can do for cities at this point. Kart Hashat, that is... Well, this is a Lugo, which is right here. We do need to get something built here. We produce horses. Okay. I'm going to make this be a research city. Okay, so we'll just do that for now. Now I want to... We're going to need to make a city status out over here. We really need political influence for that. Right, okay. So that'll take a little bit of time. Carteshat is where? Here? Yes. Okay, so we definitely built a tax office there, and that should be all of our constructions good to go. Indeed it is. So now we can take a look down this way. We're working on taking this territory back for Carthage. We do see the second Abananian migration over here. Abanian? Something along those lines. They're running around over this way, just being jerks. That's fine. Honestly, weakening Carthage isn't the worst thing in the world. This is fascinating. What's Rome up to? Losing this war. Huh. That's very intriguing. I'm not sure why they're losing that war. It feels like they should be able to win it, but I wouldn't mind kicking Rome out of this area. That would be very nice. I wouldn't mind them losing this either. Like, if these guys took it over, that would be a straight win as far as I'm concerned. That would be absolutely magnificent. The Carthaginian revolt is continuing to be slightly problematic over here. So we're walking over to Zerai. That's also occupied. That's an interesting choice. Okay, we're going to gain the political influence here, but Rome is not happy about it. Our researcher just died, so we do need to put in a new civic researcher, and actually, you're a lot younger. You'll do. Cool. So, Cardias Adaxis and Catakarosa are the main problems here. She's old. I'm just going to give her free hands, and we'll call that good for now. Now, I do want to get these guys drilling. There we go. Our court of law has been built in Segovia. So that's growth of Segovia ready to go. Cool. The state will indeed have use of their services. Now we're going to go to Segovia, and we're going to ditch all of these things that we were forced to build there, including the fort, and we're going to put in manpower construction buildings. There we go. So next up, in terms of our missions, we really need this to be a city. Okay, so that'll be 4750 political influence. That'll take a little bit to get. That's fine. I'm not sure what exactly we're doing here. Ah, Catakarosa died. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. And we do need a new tribune of the people. We'll lose opinion of Rome. And let's put in, we're going to need a Carosi. That's fine. Carosa as opposed to Carosis. Okay. Apparently those are different families. Good to know. We'll put Ria Carosa in there. And we still have Cadius Adaxis. So that is, of course, this guy. He's 81 now, and he's ailing. So hopefully that's not a problem. We did get a breakthrough here. So what do we want to get? In our civic advances, we're working down towards embracing philosophy. So we'll grab liturgies. Local city building slots and national tax by 10% in our capital. That's amazing. I love it. Okay, so in our capital, of course, we will need to build a bunch more libraries, and we'll do exactly that. Still trying to optimize our research efficiency here a bit. Ah, Brutius Divicus has diphtheria. Okay, that's probably good for us, ultimately. So this is going to be in 20 months. We do have a new ruler at this point. Okay. So Galicia needs a new governor. We'll put this guy in. Okay. Gazetia Correa is 73. 59.66. Sure. I do want to work on our Senate support. That would be nice. We can get an invention here, and this is going to be... I mean, PopCap is nice, but it's definitely not the best thing in the world. That's for sure. So we're going to grab build road cost. Not like that's useful at this point necessarily, but we'll just head our way down this direction, and we'll grab embracing philosophy. After that, we'll decide what we want to work on next. I mean, that monthly political influence is looking spicy, but we'll see what we want to go for. Cool. So the Carthaginian revolt we're working on. But I'm not sure if we can ever actually fully crush this. That'll be interesting to find out. For sure. Any more cities needing constructions? Yes, actually. So, up over here? Sure, we'll definitely put in a training camp. We've got one here as well that we could put a library into. And we've got Tharsis. That is over here. Okay. So that is a slave city, so we'll put a tax office in there. Wonderful. Keeping an eye on this situation, I would love to see Rome lose this territory. But I don't really want to declare war on Rome at this time, not while our ally is embroiled in the civil war. So now is not the time to declare on Rome, although we are kind of getting close, I feel like. We can probably... I feel like we can probably beat Rome. Probably. How are we doing on our legion here? We could actually expand this a decent amount. So we can expand this by 4. That's perfect. So we would bring in 2 units of archers, and we bring in a unit of spearmen and a unit of heavy infantry. There we go. So that's now up to 31 out of 31. Wonderful. Our mercs are taking some attrition down here, that's for sure. But this is not surprising. The Carthaginian revolt doesn't actually have much left. These guys have ended their war. They did take a lot of territory from the Carthaginian revolt. So Carthage is definitely weakened. 3359 pops to our 4144. Yeah, we've definitely surpassed Carthage at this point. So that's fine. We knew that Carthage was going to be not helpful forever. Carthage is mostly just a bulwark against Rome at this point. But we're getting close to being able to take on Rome. So that's absolutely great. I do want to grab use of state land here. And we're going to encourage exploration and then probably... Which of these do we actually want? Commerce income or export value? I'm not sure. These guys are going to continue doing what they're doing. That's fine. We can call down our Omen, and we're going to keep going for assimilation speed for right now. Assimilation speed is still very useful for us. These guys should really be heading this way. Which, apparently, we can't order them to do. Oh, we can't get there. That's awkward. That's really awkward. We'll ask for military access. They'll actually give it to us. Okay, now we can get up there. That's fine. Anything else that we can build? Actually, yeah, we've got a couple of cities that we can build in. We can definitely build over here a tax office. What else do we have? Consabura is over here. Cool. Oh, was that a second one that we could build there? No, it was not. Never mind. So Palantion, where are you? You're up over here. Cool. We'll build a training camp there. That'll be fine. And we definitely want to be turning this into a city as soon as we can. That's going to be about 2 months away at this point. We do get a military tradition. And what do we want to grab here? Fort defense and fort infrastructure capacity. Or light cavalry discipline, which does seem pretty good. Light cavalry defense, light infantry defense. Shipbuilding cost reduction. Well, that might be useful if we ever build ships. Assault ability and heavy infantry offense. There's a lot of good stuff here. There's no doubt about that. I think we're going to take the heavy infantry offense here. There we go. Perfect. So that'll do for now. We are, of course, building up a decent amount of military experience, which is great. We're absolutely delighted about that. Losing 10 political influence. No, thank you. Okay, we can definitely start up this city. So we want to build it here. And what are we going to need in that city? 3 libraries. Okay. Seems easy enough. 3 libraries, and then we need some gold, and then we need some gold. Cool. We'll have plenty of gold for that. I'm not concerned. We've got 2,000 gold right now. So that'll be fine. We should easily win this battle. And indeed we do. And we'll just wrap up this war over here pretty quickly. In theory, Carthage should have this mostly under control. Carthage should be really angry about this, though. If I was Carthage, I would have already declared war. I mean, we know that because I already did that to Carthage, but I certainly would have done something about this before it got to this state. There's no doubt about that one. So Carthage is going to have some problems here. We're just kind of... This is interesting. This is not held by Carthage. We would, of course, need ships to get there. Yeah, that sounds like work. So for right now, we're not going to build ships. I don't believe in ships. Ships are illegal. Are they retreating to where we are? Yes, they are. Beautiful. We should stack wipe that. And indeed we did. So that's the war over. And we will disband our mercs here. Perfect. No problem whatsoever there. So looking at our legions here, Lusitania could actually be raised up to be a fundamentally similar legion. We only permit raising a legion in our capital right now, so we would need to change a law there. Government laws, and we need to go to, like, military modernization, I think? Yeah, that would do the trick. We would take some political influence to do it. It's not shocking, but we should probably think about doing that. Being able to raise 2 legions would be very, very nice. So, we're going to need gold. We know that. We need this to finish, and once that's done, fundamentally, this mission is done as well. There's not all that much more to do beyond that. So that'll be good. No buildings to be built. So, I mean, we definitely could start building, and I know this is heresy. But we could start building ships. That's pretty heretical. No doubt about that. How do we do that these days anyway? I'm not sure I actually know. We should probably figure it out. I know you can build ships. Macro builder. Ships. Okay, here we go. That's what we're looking for. So we would be looking for... We can't build mega polyremes. And it doesn't say why, but I'm guessing we need some sort of like a shipyard here. We've got earthworks. We've, of course, got 6 levels of port. So that gives us a bunch of ship recruitment speed. Earthworks would not do the trick. Foundry, no. Perhaps we're missing a tech for it. That's probably what it is. We've gotten, like, nothing out over here. That's probably what's going on. Apparently there was a murder. Okay. A travesty, but we're powerless to act, and we will put in this guy as our new magistrate. Cool. I do wish that this said why we couldn't build these other types of ship, but I'm guessing it's something to do with that. Sure, Asturians can be citizens. So I guess we'll just make some triremes. But I would like to make mega polyremes. I should really figure out how to do that. Okay, she's being a problem. These units are becoming very loyal to her. Specifically, that's why this is a problem. So they're becoming personally loyal to our legate here. We should at least try to boost up her loyalty by bribing. Okay. There we go. That'll do for right now, but that's a potential problem and is a good reason for us to get a second legion going. To dilute that power just a little bit. There's no doubt about that. So I do want to check in on our technologies here. Sure. That's a lot of weddings. Okay. Sure. But I want to check in here. Liburnian morale, trireme discipline. We'll pay to replenish the stockpile. That's fine. It's probably something in here. Yeah, 3 tyrannies, okay. Either that or it's law-based. I suppose that could be it. Maritime laws here? No. Okay. There's something that is preventing us from building these, and I'm not sure what it is. It's probably technological, if I had to guess. Now, we do have a civil war allegedly brewing here. It is Alatuca Carosa, who's the primary problem. This lady. We'll bribe her, but I'm not happy about it. I don't like spending that political influence. And for now, it's okay. For now, it's okay. The head of the Correid family just died, and that was also the governor of Aquitania. Okay, cool. We'll put in a new governor up over here. We've only got about 65 days until this is ready to go. That's magnificent. But we do need to save up political influence right now. We're no longer importing horses. A feast for Correus, huh? Sure. On with the celebrations. That's fine. Not too concerned about it. So we've got about 25 days until this city is done. And we know it's going to require 3 libraries, so we'll queue those up instantly. Okay, and we may as well make it into a research city. I think it does produce salt, but I think we'll make it into a research city regardless. So we're going to need those 3 libraries, and then we can build this shrine. That'll be great. Basura Correa died. Okay, that's absolutely fine. And then after that, we're going to do this, which will just be, like, instant after we finish up this, right? So that's going to take a year. And it'll reduce the population output by 100%, but that's fine. Cool. So that all looks absolutely fine. This is revolting away now. Interesting. Carthage should absolutely do something about this. I have no idea why Carthage is not declaring on this. This is insane. They really, really need to be declaring on this. And on these guys as well. Like, Carthage should just look to take over all of this. And then from there, strike out with us at Rome here, while promising that we get this. That would be the way for Carthage to go here. But they don't seem to be interested. The territory of Aronia would gain a port. Interesting. But we're still working on our civic advances over here. We're a little bit of a ways away from embracing philosophy. Oh, we didn't actually get an advancement here because our religious researcher died. It was our religious researcher dying, not an advancement. We're 71 years ahead of time right now in our technology. It's kind of a lot, no doubt about that. And our economy is just soaring at this moment. Our economy is somewhat marginally insane. So we've got Utaris at this point. The head of the Davici family died. We've got these two cities here. So we can definitely build a library there. And this is set up as a kind of nothing city. It does produce cloth. So I'm going to backtrack here a bit. We don't need the ports here. We should have a fort since this is a coastal location. So one fort, and then I think I'm going to make this be another research city. Like that. That'll be fine. We do need to work up our research efficiency after all. So that'll be okay. We're no longer importing stone. Oh, okay. I don't care. That's completely fine. So I do think that building some triremes does make some amount of sense at this point. We want to have at least some naval power, probably. And again, this is absolute heresy. I'm going to spend here until we're down to 4,000 gold. There's going to be a lot of triremes. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Cool. So yeah, that's 66 triremes. It's a small investment. Cool. And that's just how strong our economy is, right? Our economy is insane right now. Absolutely bonkers. And I love it. This is exactly what we want to see at this moment. So we need to start thinking about our next big move. And I feel like it's against Rome. Down here. The question is, do we invite Carthage? With this, Carthage is actually going to have a hard time getting there. We do need a commander for the First Navy, and that's fine. And Celtica Majoris is thinking about rebelling against us. So for right now, we're going to put this onto harsh treatment. That'll be fine. We'll demand a payment to... Actually, are we going to demand his resignation? Yes. Yes, we are. And we're going to put you in. Cool. So that'll be fine. No problem whatsoever there. We can now complete this shrine, and so we shall. And we'll start renovating this shrine. Let them marvel. Fantastic. So that'll be done in 1 year. Shrine renovations have attractive trade, as we'd expect. And once this is completed, then we'll just do our great donation, and boom, it'll be done. This mission will be complete at that point. So that'll be absolutely wonderful. We'll just need to wait until 1 August of 637. So that sounds good. And we're going to get a relatively large navy here, but it's just going to be triremes, right? They're not like mega polyremes. That would be ideal to have mega polyremes, but for now, this is fine. Cool. How are we doing on our drill here? 81%. Now, these guys are pretty much all going to be loyal to this lady, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. We can reward her veterans, though, and I think that's a good thing to do. We can't do that again for 2 years, so I think we want to keep that basically on cooldown. We've got so much money that that's not a problem at all. We could also certainly think about... They have the objective of passing law. Okay. Any law or military modernization? Because I want to pass this law. I'm going to pass this law, and that's fine. Cool. So that allows us to immediately go in and raise up our legion in Lusitania, although it also apparently drops the value, like the maximum size of those. I didn't see that as one of the things here. Levy size multiplier? Maybe. Okay, well that dropped for now, and we'll see about that coming back up. Population output is actually great here. Do it. Yeah, we'll accept that. That's absolutely wonderful. I'd love to get this done here. It's about time to put a cut in, but I want to let this mission finish. I'm going to bump it up to speed 5. Let's go. We're going to be chilling here for a bit. So that's okay. We've got a lot of gold banked up. The real question now is Carthage going to do anything about this nonsense? They should. They really, really should do something about that. While we're waiting on this, I want to check in. We can build up here. Okay, wonderful. So this is a manpower producing city. Cool. Member of the Da Vinci family? Sure. So this is now finishing up. That's absolutely great. We are going to do our great donation. Long live the Republic. And we'll finish our mission. Cool. So we do need to have an augur. We'll do that right there. There's a scorned family. So up in Aquitania, who are we going to put in here? Okay, this is a bit yikes, but we'll put this guy in. He's very bad at the job, but we'll keep the family from being scorned. There we go. And now it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to possibly think about going to war with Rome. We'll see. We'll see. It's a bit spooky still. No doubt about that. Actually, Rome's pops have dropped. 66-16. It's less spooky these days. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadowwolf, MLohan80, Rogue Corvid, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.